Welcome to Cozy Bedtime Stories. Are you ready to immerse yourself for the magic that's about to unfold? Let's dive straight into this magical story of Lila. The Enchanted Violin. Chapter 1. A Quiet Village. In the quaint village of Marigold, where golden leaves carpeted the cobblestone streets and the air always smelled faintly of cinnamon, lived a young musician named Lila. Her life was as simple as the town itself, with mornings spent tending to her tiny garden and evenings playing her violin at the town square. But Lila wasn't just any violinist. Her music could quiet restless babies, make flowers bloom, and bring a rare stillness to the hearts of those who heard it. One chilly autumn evening, after finishing her final notes at the square, Lila found an unfamiliar envelope nestled in her violin case. Its edges shimmered faintly in the lantern light, and the wax seal bore a swirling, intricate design. Inside was a single message. Your melody holds untold magic. The forest of whispers calls you. Midnight awaits. Chapter 2. The Path of Whispers. That night, Lila couldn't sleep. The letter played on her mind like a haunting refrain. By the time the clock struck 12, she had her violin strapped across her back and a lantern in her hand. The forest of whispers lay just outside Marigold. It was said to be enchanted, with tales of travelers who entered and never returned. But tonight, the forest seemed different. Soft whispers danced on the wind, harmonizing with the rustling leaves. Lila followed the sound, her lantern casting flickering light on the winding path. As she ventured deeper, the whispers became melodies, weaving themselves into a hauntingly beautiful song. Chapter 3. The Clearing of Lights. The path led to a clearing bathed in silvery light. Floating orbs of various colors hovered in the air, casting gentle glows across the mossy ground. At the center of the clearing stood a grand oak tree, its branches stretching wide like a conductor leading an orchestra. Beneath the tree sat an elderly woman, cloaked in deep violet, cradling a violin carved from wood so dark it appeared black. "Lila," the woman said, her voice both commanding and kind. "You've come. How do you know my name?" Lila asked, clutching her violin. The woman smiled. "Music connects all souls, dear child. I am Celine, keeper of harmonies, and you've been chosen." Chapter 4. The Gift of the Violin. Celine rose, holding out the black violin. "This is the violin of echoes," she said. "It carries the power to weave dreams, heal sorrows, and summon forgotten memories. But only one with a pure heart and a true love for music can wield it." Lila hesitated before accepting the instrument. As her fingers brushed its surface, a gentle warmth spread through her, as though the violin recognized her. Celine stepped back. "Play," she urged. When Lila drew the bow across the strings, a cascade of notes filled the clearing. The orbs pulsed with light, the tree shimmered, and the whispers of the forest turned into a chorus. The power of the violin was undeniable. Chapter 5. The First Task. "You have been given a rare gift," Celine said, her eyes serious. "But with great power comes responsibility. The world is filled with broken melodies, souls who've lost their song. Your task is to find them and help them rediscover their harmony. Where do I begin? Lila asked. Your first journey lies in the mountains to the north, Celine replied. There is a village shrouded in silence. They need your music. With the violin strapped securely, Lila set out at dawn. Chapter 6. The Silent Village. The village in the mountains was eerily quiet. Not a single bird sang, nor did the wind rustle through the trees. The people moved about as though burdened by an invisible weight, their faces devoid of joy. Lila set up her violin near the village square and began to play. At first, the notes seemed to struggle, as if the silence resisted them. But gradually, the music pushed through. The villagers paused, their expressions softening as the melody reached their hearts. By the time Lila finished, the silence had lifted. The villagers embraced one another, tears streaming down their faces. They explained how grief had silenced them after a great loss, and Lila's music had helped them remember love and hope. Chapter 7. The Frozen Lake. With her first task complete, Lila returned to Celine, who awaited her beneath the oak. You've done well, Celine said, but another broken melody calls for you. Beyond the icy forest lies a lake, frozen not by winter but by sorrow. It waits for you. The journey to the frozen lake was treacherous, with frost biting at Lila's cheeks. When she arrived, the lake shone under the moonlight, its surface a perfect mirror. She began to play, her music warm and vibrant against the cold stillness. Slowly, cracks appeared in the ice, and from beneath, vibrant koi fish emerged, their colors glowing as they danced to her tune. The lake, once frozen, sparkled with life. Chapter 8. The Song of the Stars. One evening, as Lila practiced beneath the oak, Celine approached her with a new task. This time, she said, you must play for the stars. They, too, have stories that need to be heard. Celine led Lila to a hilltop where the sky stretched endlessly. Lila played her violin, and as she did, the stars seemed to shimmer and move, forming constellations that told ancient tales of bravery, love, and sacrifice. When she finished, the stars pulsed brightly, as though thanking her for listening. Chapter 9. The Keeper's Farewell. After many adventures, Lila returned to the clearing one last time. Celine met her with a bittersweet smile. You've brought harmony to countless lives, Celine said. The violin of echoes has fulfilled its purpose, and so has your journey here. Lila's heart ached at the thought of leaving, but Celine placed a comforting hand on her shoulder. The magic will always remain within you. Your music will continue to heal and inspire, even without the violin. With a final bow to the grand oak and a promise to never stop playing, Lila stepped back into the world she knew. Chapter 10. A New Melody. Back in Marigold, Lila played her violin in the town square, her melodies richer and more enchanting than ever. The villagers gathered every evening, finding joy and peace in her music. Though the violin of echoes was gone, its magic lived on in Lila's heart. And as she played beneath the autumn skies, she knew her journey was far from over. Every note she played was the beginning of a new story.